Okay, so this is our first live video, um, and we're going to discuss the Manchester Derby. We have a Chelsea fan, Arsenal fan, or Manchester United के fan जो है he's struggling with his setup. Um, कभी on कर रहे हैं कैमरा, कभी off कर रहे हैं. So he's doing some stuff. Currently off है. वासु को हमने add कर लिया है, and then we have Vasu right now
Okay.
on the show, and he's still struggling with his camera, just like his team who has been struggling on the field. So, um,
Yes, he's the man of the hour for right now.
and he
You
ran
know,
away. uh,
just
so I
like
know.
how Eric Ten Hag would run away from the press conference now in a few minutes.
Uh, so Vasu's trying to join again. I hope he has settled his camera and everything for this wonderful, quick review of the match. Vasu, so sorry guys, I know you wanted the us to start immediately the recording. मैंने थोड़ा लेट कर दिया, but for this I needed popcorn, and unfortunately मेरे पास
Yeah,
popcorn नहीं था, तो थोड़ा सा टाइम लग गया मुझे प्याज और टमाटर काट के भेलपुरी खाने बनाने के लिए. तो मैंने भेलपुरी बना ली है. आई एम रेडी. सो
Well,
आई पास
it's
इट ऑन
not
टू यू
about
नाउ वासु.
it's not about you preparing for Belpuri. Uh, you should have actually want, or rather, you wanted a different result altogether.
आई डोंट केयर राइट नाउ.
Like
It's fun
like
either ways.
yeah, like rivals, I can feel, and uh,
no,
yes,
this
of
was an
course.
entertaining match, right? A very entertaining match that everyone enjoyed with how
I
City thrashed
Vasu would
Man
Vasu would say
United.
he did not.
No, it was an
Uh,
entertaining match last night as well, wherein you just escaped, but still, it was more entertaining like today. It was more entertaining today because considering the fact that we went into lead, but we were never in the game. It was not a good performance for sure. It was a pathetic performance, I would say, because we were never in the game. We were like, I, I would say, we went in with a plan similar to what I wanted United to go with. Like the way I said, we went at Anfield that okay, fine, go defensive. But City was prepared. City was prepared with uh, Foden. City was prepared with Haaland. City was prepared with De Bruyne. We were prepared with only possibly De Bruyne and Haaland, and
for you
that
know,
is when
for
Foden got all the opportunities, and out of the so many shots he converted couple of them, and the last one was pure shit.
I guess you are still being very, very, optimistic in terms of how the game went. For me, how I looked at the game, so I didn't watch the complete game, but I watched like 10 minutes and then maybe, I drove for 10 minutes, then watched 10, 15 minutes of the game. So for me, I thought ball was never in United's favor, right? Whenever City was losing possession, maybe in a couple of passes, they used to get the possession back. So they had like 900 plus passes, City, and then 200 passes by United. So this shows the ball control that these teams had.
So so again, that's what I was saying, that we never played to win the match. I think the plan that Ten Hag had was to go ahead and just maybe possibly draw the match. It was a good pass from Onana, rather not good pass, but a good goal kick from Onana that created a chance. Bruno created a chance, and Rashford scored the goal at that point of time. And that is
okay,
where
so
we had too many shots in the rather sorry, City had too many shots in the first half, but we prevailed. There was a fantastic chance of Haaland, which he screws up, and we were happy in at the halftime, but we were sunk in the second half.
Okay, so some I would like to share some stats. And these are pretty damning stats as well. So let me start with the one good thing that happened. Um, so where can I share? Okay, so okay, I don't think I can. Yes, I can. All right, I hope you can see my screen right now.
Yep, it's coming up.
And this is
Just that.
from at X Philosophy from on X.com. So the shot that Rashford scored, it had an XG of 0.02, which is like it's a miracle shot. So it's a miracle goal. Um, so there's nothing that you can do about it. So it's like you know a miraculous player doing something extraordinary. Um, he's been
I
shit
love,
all year. He was still
I love that. I love that miraculous player.
yeah. I mean because we did not expect him to do anything in this game. So and he did something. So that's that. Credit where credit is due. So now end of the game. Before I go to the end of the game, I'll show you something about middle of the game. The at halftime, the stats looked something like Manchester City had an XG that they had created, which was equivalent to 2.99. I'll show you that in a minute. Um, you should be able to see it now. So an
Yep,
XG
it's there.
at halftime, City at 2.99, United at 0.27. Again, I'd like to thank at XG Philosophy for these stats and numbers, extremely good numbers. Um, the damning stat, I would say, is end of the game where XG, I don't know if you can see, moves
Mm,
from 3.65. And remember, at halftime, Manchester United was 0.27. At full
yes.
time, it remains 0.27. And that's how bad Manchester United has been in this game. Another set of stats 73% possession for City, 73.7, roughly. Like, let's take it as round it off to 74, 26.3, or round it to 26% for Manchester United. Shots, total shots for United, three. Total shots on target, only one. That was all of these three and one were in the halftime, before the first half. Um, City, total shots 27, shots on target 8. And the rest of the numbers, and I think you also touched on the corners, Vasu. 15 corners in all, City. United, 2. Um, 41 clearances that United had to make against 4 that City has to make. That means there was no attack from United.
Exactly,
How
and
do you
sorry, exactly, and that is what I was talking about. There was no intent in the second half, and our coach did not even help us by, well, he had no options. But
what do you mean no
what
options? You have
You
a
were leading in the first half, right? You had a goal
I'm
as an
you
talking,
have a
advantage to
100
move
million
into the second
player.
half.
I'm
You
talking
have a
about,
100 million player on the bench, Anthony.
no, I was talking about options of substitution. So,
Anthony is a substitute. 100
so,
million.
so I was, that is, see, Anthony is one of them. Then you
He
get,
is one big one.
then you get Fosun, who is just one star. Okay, you take Evans, which is absolutely fine. You sub
David
Rashford,
Maguire.
who is a goal scorer, who was trying to press. He created couple of chances that we are seeing there. He was again. Rashford was not able to do what he was supposed to do. He was again, maybe he got carried away with the one glorious goal that he got.
Yeah, he's like, I'm done for this game.
Hmm. So he did not convert the two more chances that he had in the first.
Yeah.
He have done better there, but then again he was subbed off.
Forget
Can't
Rashford for a minute. Forget
I
Rashford for a minute.
guess Vasu should thank Onana today, as
Yeah.
in the goals that he saved. It could have been 5-1 or a 6-1 goal line.
you prayed for a
Onana
10.
saved at least three chances.
You prayed for a 10-0. I would still say yes. Unana did a very good job.
No,
Una-
I prayed for a 4-0 just to keep you posted, but this could have been a 5 or a 6-1 goal line.
Hmm.
Onana was good in the first and the second half. He saved a lot of shots. Plus, when he came
He
up
was good.
front,
Good in
his
first half.
distribution was the problem. Else, he was good in the match.
So Vasu, these kind of numbers that just spoke of, even teams like Burnley or bottom of the league like Nottingham Forest doesn't have these numbers. It doesn't matter if it's City or someone. There's no intent. It's so passive. There. How do you think? What do you think needs to happen now? I mean, I'm just forget this game is gone. Upcoming seasons, what needs to happen? You already spent 1.2 billion. And there's this again something a snippet I shared earlier today from Sky Sports. Um, hang on, I'll share that for everyone else to see.
And
Uh,
just to correct, it is a 1.2 billion net spend, not just the spending. It's the
since
total, spending that they have done after deducting the sales that they have made.
since Alex Ferguson left, these are the numbers, and 795 against 1.2 billion. I mean, these are damning numbers. And you had so many coaches. What needs to happen now?
See, for sure, I feel that Ten Hag is not going to stay for the next season now because
Hang on, not going to stay, or do you not want him to stay? Make that clear. What do you want?
see, if you ask me, he should not be staying.
So
And
you're saying you
if
want him gone?
absolutely, absolutely, considering the fact that see, he for some reason has kept on delivering at some point of time, and our chances could have been dented. And when I say our chances, as in my chances of Ten Hag being removed would have been dented if we would have qualified for the champion thing, because then the new owners would have who have more responsibilities operationally, I would say, they would have still believed in him. But now I feel that our chances of qualifying for the Champions League has gone for a toss. So
Hmm.
I
But
feel
he
we
made you qualify for the Champions League in the last season, and nothing was fruitful there. Right after he came in, you got your Champions League last year. With even less set of skill set of the people that you had in the team.
see. He was, if we remember the first five matches of the previous season, everybody wrote him off. You guys were the first ones. So, but still he came back.
Well, he had an excuse last year. Last year he had an excuse. This year he doesn't.
But actually, and that is the reason I'm saying he'll be out of the system now. That is the reason I'm saying he'll be out of the system. There would be a new coach. I don't know who that person will be.
He's out of the system, out of United. You mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So what else? You have. What about your players?
See, I see if you talk about players, Rashford barring that one goal, he underperformed again. He just scored a miracle and then he was off color. Onana was pretty good. Bruno was good. Bruno was trying to get into positions and try creating chances, but of course, if Rashford, being the number 10 that he is, he was not able to get into positions when Bruno was there. Garnacho was okay, and this maybe because of the formation that we played, he was not allowed to play the way he was. He made couple of runs, but couldn't get into positions to score goals.
Okay, I
Apart
just
from
got an idea, guys. Just, I'm stopping you. Just got an idea. Sunil, if you can present the screen for the playing 11 that played today for Man United, and then give Vasu an option to keep, sell, or bench his players for the next season. Those 11. What do you
let's
say,
not
Vasu?
let's not do that, because if I give that option to you, you will sell everyone.
No, I'll not. I told, I guess, on the podcast that we did, I would not like to sell all.
Just same here. See, it's not about the individual at this point of time. It's about the approach that we went for. It's about the approach that how we went ahead in this game, and that is what has costed us this game. Maybe we if we would not have got that early goal in the 6th minute, then it could have been a 3-0.
Okay, you can see this, right, Vasu?
Barely.
It's coming up.
It's coming. It has come up. Like in, I can say it
It's still
barely.
black screen.
But I remember.
Yeah, it's there.
Okay, so let's start with this. Onana, you want to keep him, bench him, or drop him, or
For
out of the squad.
he stays.
Okay, Dalo,
He stays.
Varane,
He stays.
Evans.
He is too old. We want Martinez back.
Okay, Lindelof,
Again, he can be benched. Can be traded
Okay.
off.
Casemiro,
He's old enough, but he stays for another season.
Garnacho,
For sure, he stays.
McTominay,
He'll stay for another couple of seasons because of what he did in this season.
Mainu,
Of course, he stays on.
Bruno,
He stays on.
Marcus Rashford.
He stays on.
So what you're saying is there are only two problems in your team. That's it.
No, we have an injury list too as well.
Okay, so who comes in from your injured players? You said again. I mean, besides, if you take out Evans, you want Martinez there. That's one. Who else?
Luke Shaw comes in.
Luke Shaw for who? For Lindelof? Okay, done.
Hmm.
That's it. Two players.
Yeah, for now, see, it's not a bad team as such. It's just, as I said, it's just the approach that we followed, and it was a bullshit approach.
Okay, so let me take this to Chelsea. Chelsea, Saurabh, which of these players
Yep.
would you like in your team?
None. Like with the quality that I have right now, uh, I will only take Garnacho or Menu. That's it.
Okay, as an Arsenal fan, Minu probably moves to bench for us. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And he hardly makes bench for us. So
So even uh, Garnacho or Menu would be on bench because we already have players there who are better. So
and look at the
Garnacho in place of
substitutes.
sometimes in place of Sterling or Mudrik, he gets in. That's
And,
it.
and look at the substitutes. Ericsson never came on. I don't know who's Kamwala is, Forson is. Why are
Force
they coming on when
Forson and Kamwala are two youngsters who have been given opportunity. Forson started last match. Kamwala came in this particular match as a youngster. Both are under 20 years. They're 18 and 19 respectively. So
so
that's how it.
why is Ericsson not coming on?
See, that's where the problem is. And this is where I had problem with the changes that we made in the current match. And you substituting your goal scorer, of course he was doing nothing there. Maybe Ten Hag thought that okay, fine, Rashford has had a lapse and he has completed his run in the current match. But that was not a good sign in substituting him with Anthony, who has done nothing at all in the season. Was a very poor move. Sorry. So was a very poor move. And then you top it up by removing Garnacho, and then it was game over. Then and there, it was game over. Then it was all about City finding opportunities and scoring, which they did.
Hmm. Okay, so who are you playing next, Vasu?
I think we're playing Everton.
Okay, well, that's going to be another tricky fixture. So, good luck with that. We will pick this up again probably in the next preview discussion. Saurabh, you want to add anything before we wrap it up today?
No, I'm good. I guess it's not the problem with Eric Ten Hag. What I still feel, it's about the right players which they don't have in the squad. The squad is way too old with players like Casemiro. He's 32, right? And why would Real Madrid let him go when they needed player there? They got Bellingham after that, and others as well. Kapavinga and everyone plays on the same position.
You
So
take
why
care of
would they let him go?
your young side, brother. You
I'm
are still
sorry.
left. You take
I'd
care
like
of
to
your side.
well, I'd like to add a few points here. I think Vasu, you and probably a lot of Manchester United fans are too much in love with the players that you have. You think them to be the superstars, which they are not. Maybe the day you realize, and again, I know this because I come from similar situation as an Arsenal fan. We had Aubameyang, we were in love with him. He was good, so much better than your players are right now. But then, we also had similar defenders like Rob Holding or Socrates or a player like Mustafi in our squad, and we were like, these players are amazing until we saw the real quality. Maybe you need to take a step back and see that who they are and how they are performing, and what kind of drive they have for themselves. But that's me. That's my thought as an Arsenal fan. I don't
Yeah,
care. May you continue living and loving these players. I for me, this would be the best
we'll
thing
be
to
happy with these performances.
absolutely. But it's for you and you as in Manchester United fans and Manchester United hierarchy to decide. So yeah, so good luck with that. Vasu, any last words before we wrap this up today?
No, it was a tough week. We hope to host Everton next week and have a positive result there. At this point of time, I can only say that because um, we had back-to-back losses. So let's see how it goes next week.
Well, hopefully, I'd like to end this by as one more adding one more point. Hopefully, all your senior players again goes back to Ten Hag and ask for a couple of days off, which they did after the previous game, after the previous Fulham loss. Um, and then they will go on to complain to the cooks, saying that the Ten Hag denied it as an off. So maybe they won't do it. If they don't, that would be a smart move, an intelligent move. But if they do,
This time it can be it cannot be maybe not a cook, a linesman, those young boys.
could be someone who's taking care of security. Who knows?
No comment on that.
All right then. With that, so let's end this. See you again, guys, a little later, probably next week.
Okay, see you
Thank
guys.
Bye
Thanks.
bye.
Thanks